ahead and bring mine up just a little bit. So, we are going to be making, I've made these 3 times before, well, 2 or 3 times before. We are going to make Duff Goldman Charm City Cakes, the grooviest treat you'll ever eat, tie-dye cookies. Tie-dye cookies. So, what you need per box, I am making 2 boxes. I know, large amount. There's a reason.
Our child loves them.
Everyone loves them, and I leave out tomorrow, and if I don't make enough, I ain't getting any. So, how this is sent, we're going to go ahead and show you the interior of each box, because unlike some of the other treats that you may get, this one requires a tad bit of work. Tad. So, first things first. Get a little baggie of dye. It's got 3 colors. You have to read the instructions because there's a specific way to do it. I will get into that whenever we get to mixing it. But you get your yellow, your blue, your red. Now, you take your powder and you pour it all in the mixing bowl. And then you pour more into the mixing bowl. You can't really use a mixer, so you can't cheat. You kind of have to do this one by hand because, well, stuff gets thick quick. And next thing, I'm using Great Value. Don't have to, but it calls for stick butter. After you got your 2 sticks of stick butter, bring the camera down. Also requires 2 eggs. I am having no luck with eggs today. Have you ever cracked an egg and gotten where you can peel the shell away from the membrane?
Not particularly, no.
That takes some talent.
Let's go ahead and just make 3 at a time.
Finally got one in.
Oh, you can't use this, can you?
I just went over the whole fact I can't use a mixer. This gets too thick, too quick.
Okay.
And you're also blending softened butter. You're going to want to put it on like a plate or a small bowl and microwave your stick of butter for 30-45 seconds. You don't want it to start to actually melt. You just want it soft. Soft. I over melted one batch. It still turned out okay, but it was really interesting to mix. Best thing to mix it with is a fork. I will be nice, and I'll show you the start, and then I'll show you the end, because I'm not going to make you sit through the whole thing.
As you can tell, Artic is still mixing. Just wanted to let you guys see what he's still doing. Like he
Actually,
said.
it's pretty much just about done.
Well, he's still mixing.
Gotta get the containers for the next step here in a couple more minutes. I wash my...
And in case you're wondering,
Still stirring.
still mixing.
Oh, all that shot was on yours and not mine. So, mine's just like water mixing because we don't want to record mixing.
Alright, so now we're done mixing. Here comes the fun part. You have to separate them into 4 separate, as close to equally sized as you can, balls. You're also going to probably want a spoon for this, but the spoon is more for in a couple minutes. So,
Coffee is always needed. Coffee is amazing.
now the cool thing is at this point it is very handleable by your hand. Not sure if you can believe this, but this is what I was mixing just a minute ago. And now, easily handled. So, you're going to ball it up and separate.
If you're anything like me, get mad at your tripod and say, go away for a little while.
Yeah, that too.
There's just too much debating thing. I gotta take it by the app. We're done with that. We need to get one because I'm tired of burning the crap out of my fingers on camera.
Advice: wash your hands before you and after you do this. It's a little sticky. Alright. Now is the time when you're going to want to have your box back. So please tell me you did not pitch your box by now.
I did.
If you have pitched your box, listen close. By the way, that was the oven saying it's preheated, so when I'm done with this, they can go right on in.
What'd you preheat the oven to?
350. Yet again, if you... Now, the cool thing about using... you're going to want scissors. Or if you're weird, like some people I have heard actually call them skizzers, but...
That's a reference to his grandmother.
Oh, if it is a little too sticky and a little hard to handle, either make a sexual reference and joke, or
Insert joke here.
or you can add some flour. That will help dry it up. Okay, you're gonna want to make a divot in each one. Here, I will.
This is where your spoon comes in.
Your spoon, or if you've washed your hands, your finger. Now, I'm gonna do this one by one.
Don't forget your coffee.
My coffee's over there.
Not for you, for the people watching the video.
Oh. Okay, now, yellow requires half a yellow packet if you're making one box. I made 2 boxes, so this saves me some time because it is one whole yellow packet.
This is not telling people that you have to get used to it one time. You can be done with just one. It just makes more cookies this way.
Makes more cookies, and the mixing of colors is a little simpler.
Especially when you have family coming in later on. And you have a 3-year-old that loves cookies.
Yeah. So, what I like to do is trap the die on the inside. Once you've done that, you've balled it back up and you got it all good, and I'm going to add a little bit of flour. I'm not sure why it's this way, but we're going to go ahead and sprinkle a little bit of flour. Not a whole lot, but I'm tired of it sticking to my hands excessively. It looks like a lot. I really did not use that much.
A little bit of flour can go a long way, especially when you're doing it with dough
Alright.
and other things.
Now what I found is the easiest way to do this once you've got it balled up. Tear it in half, fold, twist. And you're going to keep this up. like this. I have watched the Ayana try and do this and end up with a patchwork of colors. She ended up with almost tie-dye dough. And while it was...
She got furious. Trust me, I did. Because it was like, how is his getting so pretty and mine's just staying this? Let's be white and red.
Red. Oh, that's blue. There we go. Red. 5 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now again 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to go ahead and squirt the rest of this in red, but ignore that for now. It's just so I don't have a leaking packet. Now we're going to do the same thing. Ignore Ayana's laughing.
As you can see, he's using a little bit more flour because the dough is a little too...
I don't know why. The first time I did it, I had to use some flour. The second time I did it, no flour was necessary. This time, we need flour. So it's not always necessary, and I did it the exact same way. Alright, we'll go ahead and... As you can see, it's kind of turning out more red than orange, but give it a minute. Let's go ahead and ball this up one last time.
That's why it's best to do yellow, then orange, then red.
And then we can do blue last. Yeah. But there you have orange. Now we will do red. Now red is the remainder of the red packet. Given the fact I have 2 red packets, it will be red. It'll be the reddest red of the reddest red. What the heck did you just say? I don't know.
Half the time we just ignore some of the random things he says because it's, well, we don't understand him.
I don't understand me sometimes. And I've got a back seat to this whole thing. Not back seat, front seat. Whatever. I've got a
supposed to be driving this mess?
No one drives this mess.
Oh god, here we go. Over the cliff. And we're gone.
It's not safe. No one wants to be responsible for claiming that they drive this mess. Alright, we're doing red.
You leak some on the plate.
It'll be fine.
I was just letting you know.
I've leaked some on my hand.
Ignore my random laughter.
Or if you get what she's laughing at, feel free to join her. And then when everybody is done, you can cue me in on it.
No, we want to leave you out of this. See, that's what was happening with me. It was turning a marble red and white instead of wanting to combine to red. It was making me mad last time.
Yep, and that's why you gotta... She wouldn't get...
We have flying cake cookie mix. First thing you know, it's gonna come over here and attack my poor cake pops. Oh, don't do that. They're purple. They don't want to be invaded by the red.
Do you hear this anti-communist talk over there?
I didn't say that. All I was saying is don't try mixing with my red.
So you're now pro-communist?
Ah, give up with you. Just make your cookies. See? Flying cake mix. Or cookie mix.
Alright. We're done with red. Pretty much.
Pretty much?
Yeah, we're done.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I was giving a quick look over. So, now that we've got red. Now for the last one. Now, this one isn't remainder of the packet. This isn't dump all the blue in and go kamikaze. No. This is...
But that's what I want to do.
14 drops. 7 drops per batch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That'd be it if you
3,
only had one box.
5, 6. Ooh. Might actually be one whole packet if you're lucky. 7. Yeah. Pretty much one whole packet ought to do ya.
What'd you do with the other package?
I just tossed it in the box.
Oh. Oop.
So they send you a little bit more blue than you need. This one I think has had time to solidify and dry because it's not as sticky.
Quit playing with the dough and actually turn it blue.
Split it, rotate. Ball. Split, ball. Yeah. People would be making a joke at this.
You like playing with balls, don't you?
It happens.
I am his wife. I am able to do that anytime. And I do reserve the right to pick on him. And it's only out of love.
And our mutual interest in staring at guys. Hey, I think I am more hyped over Magic Mike XXL than she is.
No, I think your grandmother is the most excited.
She'd be more excited if freaking Ryan Reynolds was in it.
Oh dear God, yes. That is one sexy man.
But I think they have a rule. I don't think Ryan Reynolds and Channing Tatum are allowed to be in the same movie together. It's too much.
I think Grandma's poor little heart would give out. If she ever watches this, we're gonna get smacked. Just thought I'd let you know this.
It happens. She's gonna be like, "My kitchen! How dare you!"
Yeah.
Houston, we have a problem.
Houston, what's your problem?
Memory full.
Why'd you let him start recording?
Mine stopped recording. So I gotta go and copy all this off the card so I can continue.
Okay.
Alright. Now that we have blue, red, yellow, and orange, we can now do the fun part. Now, the way that it tells you to make your cookies is you want to ball up small sections of each color. Like so, which should leave you with something like this. You're then supposed to take them together and pinching them, I lack a really good place to do this. I normally do it like this. You roll them out. If you have a good clean surface, you can do it there. A lot of times I just do it in my hands and then put it on the pan. Next, after you've done all of that, and you have a good line, I like to swirl. And boom. Yet again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take, like that. Roll it out. And then you're going to just spiral it until.
And you send me now, show them how I like to do it.
Now, Ayana has her own way.
Now, how I like to do it is take all three, squish them all together. And I really do mean squish them all together. So that you pretty much have, if you can tell, very odd, very pretty cookie. That's how I do it. Very different from how he does it. He likes his way, I like mine.
When the finished product is done, and the display is done, and we will give you an option to vote in the comments which style you think looks better.
Like, very pretty and very, well, colorful. Except for this one down here.
Alright.
This one right here is not so colorful.
We will be.
It takes about 8 to 10 minutes to cook. Oven's preheated, so it shouldn't be too long. So, we'll be back. Alright, so those cookies are now out of the oven. And here is Ayana's.
Like I said, giant mess, but they're pretty as well.
Then, if you step over here, most of mine stayed their swirly selves.
You keep your swirls. I like it squished.
I mean, look at that. So, well, there you have, making those rainbow tie-dye cookies. They're freaking awesome. I strongly suggest making them at home. They are pretty cool. Just make sure to follow the directions. But otherwise, they're good. Very good.
Vote for Ayana's cookies.
Vote for Artic's cookies.
Nope, Ayana.
Leave in the comments below which ones you think looked better. And see you next time.